This is Akin, aka Jack's the Truth. I'm delighted to be joined by Dave Allen, the White Rhino, Pappy the Liver Puncher. How you doing, sir?
I'm very well, thank you, yes.
Dave, it was a very interesting press conference. Before we talk about the press conference, let's talk about your excellent performance against Lucas Brown. I've got to be honest with you, I didn't think you would pull it off, but you did it in such a devastating fashion. How does that feel?
Yeah, it was nice. It's always nice to win. It's nice to win a big fight. And it's even nice to do it in that kind of fashion. Yeah, it was good. They went perfect. You know, the first 2 rounds weren't fantastic, but you know, we'll work on that and be better for the next one.
I think the fact that I didn't think you can pull it off, do you think that's something that you play into? It was alluded to in the press conference where you underplay how good you actually are. You say, I'm not the fastest fighter, I'm not the strongest fighter, but I've got determination. You got a lot more than determination.
Yeah, I do downplay things. I'm not the strongest. I am the strongest. I think I'm probably physically the strongest heavyweight on the planet. I'm not the fastest or the best boxer or the most powerful puncher. But I'm very physically strong, very tough, punch a little bit. So yeah, I can't have it all. I've got a lot, but you can't have it all, can you? And you got to be honest about things. If you're realistic and honest about things, if I'm not realistic about things, how can I beat him? If I think I'm a bigger puncher than him, I think I can walk through everything that he throws, I'll get beat. So you got to be realistic, and the fact that I am realistic, I believe, helps me. Will be the deciding factor in why I win this fight.
You said that you get through on sheer determination alone, but I think there is much more to you. I mean, I've watched all of your fights since Dillian White. You're a game opponent, and you do have power. How do you think you'll get him out there?
Well, I'm deceptively quite clever. Like you watch it, and people watch it and they just think I'm tough and whatever else. I'm deceptively can make you miss. I'm not getting hit clean. Got a good jab. I'm not sure how the jab's going to work against David Price. He's massive, but I'm a lot better than I look. A lot better than people will perceive me to be just on first sight. But I believe I'll beat him. I believe I will be a little bit too sharp and hungry for him. To be honest, I think I'll get him out of there pretty early on.
I've got to say, it's refreshing to see this fire in you. I mean, I followed you, like I said, and I remember the times you were talking about retirement, etc. But now we're talking about this fight elevating you to the top 10, 15 in the world. What kind of mark are you trying to make on the sport going forward?
Love to box for the world title, win a British title and box for the world title. That was my aims when I got into the sport, and you know, they're closer than ever. You know, win over David Price, which is top 10 in the world, puts me in line for the British title shot as well. So that's great.
Which one of the 3 top guys do you think you stand the best chance of beating?
I'm a million miles away from all 3 of them. You know, I've got to be honest, I'm a million miles away from beating all 3 of them. So it wouldn't be really fair to say all 3 of them are very good. They're all very different. Joshua's the fight that everybody wants, so it's the fight I would like if I had the choice, and I'm sure that's one everyone else would want. Not because it's the easiest, just because it's the biggest.
So do you think that's what it is? Because it's the biggest? A lot of people have been saying they'd like to fight Joshua. Joshua still doesn't have an opponent named. Nobody wants to jump in there. Everybody wants a big payday. Why is there a willingness for everyone to want to fight him, but when they have the opportunity, it's like nobody wants to jump at the opportunity?
Lots of things. The Ortiz thing, the reason behind Ortiz not taking the fight, I think is pretty obvious. It's not something I want to go into.
Please, go into it.
No, I'm not going to go into it. I want to keep my money from this fight. I don't want to get sued. But you know, the reasons are there clear for people to see that know what's happening and what's going off. I'd fight Anthony Joshua tomorrow. It might chin me around, but I'd go and retire somewhere, so I'm not really bothered. And everyone's doing the same thinking. If Andy Ruiz or Hunter get the fight, they can say goodbye to boxing if we're working again. So everybody wants the Joshua fight for them reasons, you know. But I don't go into fights I don't believe I can win. Even if it's only a 1% chance like the Ortiz fight or the Dillian White fight at the time, you always got to believe you can win. So
Ortiz's manager, Jay Jimenez, was on our show. He was talking about the fact that they hadn't seen the fight, that they didn't realise that the £5 million, Ortiz rather, had accepted the £5 million, but the promoter told him, don't take it, I can get you more. Do you believe that? Doesn't the fighter make the ultimate decision on terms of what money he's prepared to accept, and whether can the promoter hold up a fight?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't really like Ortiz anyway. I think he's, you know, he's got a bad history of certain things, and I boxed him. There was no testing for our fight, so I have no interest in him, and I have no real interest in him being successful.
Wow, I didn't realise there was no testing for your fight. There is a conspiracy theory that the VADA testing is probably what he's afraid of, considering he said he would fight Anthony Joshua for free.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. No comment.
I'm desperately trying to get you to.
No comment. No comment.
But Dave, I appreciate your time. Thank you for talking to the Boxing Voice. All the best on the 20th. We'll be there to follow your journey. Anything else you'd like to add?
Thank you, everyone, for everything. Yes. That'll do.
I appreciate you, brother. Thanks.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.